Hi, this is Krista Tarleton with informative speech number 2, titled The Career of a Neonatal Nurse. During pregnancy, there were no red flags. The doctor expected a healthy baby and a healthy you. But it's time for your little guy to make his way into the world, and shortly after, he becomes distressed because of many hours of labor. After your delivery, nurses whisk your baby away to give him care, left you wondering what is happening and who is taking care of him. The answer to your question is a team of neonatal nurses. Neonatal nurses have a very unique job, but many questions still remain. Today we'll explore many interesting facts about these individuals, such as the requirements of becoming a neonatal nurse, what neonatal nurses do, and what their salary range is. First, the requirements for a neonatal nurse. What does it take to become a neonatal nurse? Hospitals can vary greatly on what they require for these nurses, depending on what type of work they are doing. Some hospitals may require experience with newborns while others won't. Despite these variations, always one thing is required: an education. According to Nurses for a Healthier Tomorrow, a college education to prepare as an RN takes 2 to 4 years, depending on whether the students attend a bachelor or associate's program. After graduation, individuals are required to pass the state licensing exam. After passing this exam, they can obtain their degree, and these RNs can now work as neonatal nurses. What do neonatal nurses do? According to all nursing schools, neonatal nurses specialize in focusing on the care of newborn infants. They may care for healthy infants, provide focused care for premature or ill newborns, or work exclusively with seriously ill newborns in a newborn intensive care unit, also termed NICU. Neonatal nurses have a rewarding but often very stressful job. They can care for newborns who are healthy and happy, but they also care for the ones who aren't so lucky. Newborns can face a number of problems as they enter into our whole new world. They can have underdeveloped organs, problems breathing, or deformed limbs. According to the Gale Encyclopedia of Nursing and Allied Health, if a neonate appears physiologically unstable, she will be taken either to the nursery or the NICU for further evaluation and treatment. Neonatal nurses must be knowledgeable in every possible situation. They never know what challenges they'll face or what may lay ahead for them and the newborns who are under their care. The salaries of neonatal nurses can depend on many things. One thing is the degree of the individual. For example, some places may pay more to an RN who holds a bachelor's degree as compared to one who holds an associate's degree. Some hospitals pay all the nurses the same because they pass the same licensing exam after receiving their degree. Salary can also depend on what kind of neonatal care the nurse is giving. For example, a nurse who may work in the healthy newborn nursery might not be paid as much as someone who works in the newborn intensive care unit. Again, all of these salaries always depend on many factors according to the place in which they work. According to Indeed.com, the average salary for a neonatal nurse is $86,000. Again, pay for these nurses rely on many factors including experience, location, and education. So, as we've learned, neonatal nurses are qualified individuals who are educated in their specialties. Their jobs can be stressful but also rewarding. They must hold a degree and pass the state licensing test to work where they are, and they've had to learn about all newborns and all the situations in which they might face in this field of work. These nurses use their knowledge to care for your baby, whether it simply needs oxygen or whether it needs to be put into an intensive care unit. So when your delivery doesn't go just as you planned it, and your little one's taken away for further care, you can have confidence that the neonatal nurse team is going to do everything they can to care for your newborn.